Hello everybody, this is Furtado and welcome. Today I will be talking about a perfume that um, I could I could say was perhaps my introduction to gourmand perfumes. It is Mon Precieux Nectar. Um, Let me get here to see when it was released. I believe it was around 2006. Um, but this perfume has a different past because it was initially released as a super highly limited, a release in this beautiful tall bottle, all made of crystal. It's by Guerlain, and this came in this stunning presentation, and it was super expensive. This is an extrait de parfum. At least that's how it's always been labeled as. And but then it was discontinued. It was a very quick release for that beautiful presentation that I will show you in a second. Um, it came in this presentation right here. It's a bad picture. Um, and it was reintroduced in the Le Parisien collection years later. So it was originally released in that presentation. Look how stunning that is. Beautiful. And yeah, it came with a little tap and all. Like, gorgeous. Today's is one of those very hard, extremely hard to find unicorns that whenever you do find them, the price is just, oh wow, because originally was already very expensive when it came out. But then it was reintroduced to Le Parisien. Back then, you could buy this bottle for 190 euros. So the price difference, it's just astronomical. I'm trying to upload this website, but it's not working. So, yes, according to Fragrantica, this was re-released in Le Parisien in 2012, and this was the only extrait de parfum in the Le Parisien. Thierry Vasset is credited to be the perfumer of this perfume, and I can see why. It has a lot of the notes that he loves to use, um, and I will get back to you as soon as it's sprayed. So this was the original packaging after the very first original one, um, which is impossible for us to put our eyes on. So this is how it used to come, Le Parisien, and had the information in the back, Mon Precieux Nectar, which means my precious nectar, and this is how it came. I'm going to hold the bottle just in case. Yeah, it came with a bulb atomizer, and yeah, I put this in a box just to show you how the original packaging was. And then after it came in that purple box, but yeah, eventually it kind of went away. I've used a bit of it, and this is actually my third bottle of this perfume of using, because I've finished two bottles already because I love this perfume. I really, really do. And put the back cover back on. And this was the most recent one. So as you can see, the packaging changed quite a bit, but this was um, not in the Le Parisien collection anymore. So I bought this in a green bee bottle, and it was labeled, engraved with the name, Mon Precieux Nectar. And I wonder if I have another one. Do I have another one? I'm not sure. I might have another one. I'm not 100% sure. So when you buy the shop, um, they give you this label that has the information of the batch of the perfume, so you can get it refilled whenever you're out of it. And I will dab a little bit of this to compare with the old one. So okay, let me spray. So the very original iteration of Le Parisien collection, the the little tassel, the little, not tassel, but like a ribbon around the neck, as you can see, was suede leather. And this is it. Then it changed to just fabric ribbon. I keep this inside a plastic bag, and yeah, because if you leave this on, it will leak, it will evaporate. My goodness. As you can see, this doesn't spray the best. It's kind of like a very, very fine mist, and it doesn't release a lot of perfume. So for that purpose, for that matter, I mean, it's not bad actually. My goodness, I love this perfume. So barely, like, not much comes out of it at all. And then what I normally always do as soon as I'm done spraying, because there's some liquid that stays in the tube, I flip it upside down and I finish spraying it. So I can just put it back away in the bag, knowing that there's nothing in here. I'm not spraying on this arm because I will put a little bit of that one on. So it looks like a lot, but it's no, it's not. I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't even get any. It doesn't make my arm, my skin wet at all. As you can see, the sound changes, and you can tell there's no more liquid in here. I'm gonna leave this to the side, and I'll seal this again, and then it's good to go. This perfume is very special because I haven't worn this in a while, and now that I'm smelling it again, it's funny. I'm getting a little bit emotional actually because this reminds me of really good moments from my past when I started getting into this kind of perfume when and life was a little bit different then. Even though it isn't that long ago, but so much has happened in such a short period of time overall in the world and our lives that it feels like a lifetime ago. And this perfume brings back a lot of good memories, a lot of good memories. And it's orange blossom, lots. But it's not the same kind of orange blossom that's in Imagine or 198 Years or many of the other perfumes from Guerlain, such as Neroli Noir. This one is very different because it's enveloped in almonds, sweet almonds. And this is, and it's funny because it makes me think of croissant with almond butter and hints of orange blossom water and the almond butter. It's very gourmandy and God, it's like walking into a bakery. There's a lot of sunlight, and they just finished baking croissant, almond croissant, and then they're putting the almond butter in the croissant, and you get the mix of the butteriness of the croissant and the crisp, delicious flavor smell, and then also the almond butter with hints of orange blossom. This is it to me. This is exactly it, and I don't know what else much to say because this is just gorgeous. Buttery, buttery, and it's just divine. I don't know what other notes are in here. I never looked. I believe I have Fragrantica open because I just used it to check the ear because I couldn't remember. But let me double check to see what notes they say are in here. They say there's almond, petitgrain of orange blossom, jasmine, vanilla, white musk, sandalwood, gaiac wood, incense. No, I on my skin at least, to my brain, I don't get the wood, I don't get the incense, and petitgrain I can see, but it's almond butter and vanilla. Yes, there's vanilla and orange blossom. That's it to me. Now let me put a little bit of this one on. It's going to be a different experience because I'm not spraying this. I'm literally just dabbing, so it won't have the same um, throw, if you will, or it won't have the same experience overall because it's a different method of application. I get more orange blossom in this one than in this. But it's low. It's slowly becoming this. It's fresher, if anything. Perhaps a little bit more orange blossom because it's fresher, and I can see that because, as you can see, I have used this. So this much oxygen has caused a little bit of oxidation in this bottle, but it hasn't changed the properties of this perfume in any way in terms of how it smells. Perhaps it lost a little bit of the orange blossom, but it's still very vivid to what I remember. It's still the same. And I honestly, right now, can't detect any difference. Mm-mm, nothing. But I will do comparison um, again with between these two. It's also spraying this, so I will be able to have the exact same method of application, and I'll be able to say better if and even capture if there are any differences between them, because right now it smells exactly the same. So yeah, this was mon prochain nectar. To me, this is like walking into a French bakery where they just finished the baking almond croissant, and they're putting the almond butter in the almond croissant, and there's a lot of orange blossom in there too. Gorgeous, gorgeous, comforting scent. It's just amazing. I love it. This brings me peace. I really, really like this perfume. Um, it was very hard to find some time ago. This collection no longer exists. Um, Le Parisien, as far as I know, but they might bring it back eventually. I don't know. Um, yeah, fingers fingers crossed they will. So if you can find it, please do. Um, try a sample if you can, and especially if you like almonds. If you like almonds, this is a must try for sure. So thank you for your time, your attention, spending time with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And the world needs more beauty lovers. Bye.